well, hello there. My name is Sometimes Heather and Abayos. Today, surprise, I'm here again. I thought that we might do our dailies and decorate our houses because I felt like it. Let's log in with RCP, whom I have left in the Imperial Sewers. I tried to PvP with RCP because I really needed to gather event tickets, so that is why I'm here. Today my daily reward is 10 crown 45 minutes. That's not good. Let's first get out of here. Exit immediate. That's better. I have a weird build on, so we shan't do anything that has to do with staying enemies. Let's leave through today's daily endeavors. Today's daily endeavors encourage you to kill 2 dangerous foes. Mine 5 jewel seams, place 2 sweet furnishings, recharge 1 weapon enchantment and or heals. A set amount in Battlegrounds, Cyrodiil or Imperial City. Well, I guess I can manage like a troll or 2. Let's start with trying to find jewel seams to mine, and while we're at it, try to get rid of a few enemies. Where would one find jewel seams? Of course, they are everywhere. But, sometimes I feel that like a desert is rich in ore veins and runestones, while you can find a lot of jewel seams somewhere else. Well, I like Somerset, so let's go there. That is a mushroom, I think. Or water. I am under the impression that mushrooms have a high water content, so I was like, basically right? So lately my favorite pastime in ESO has been completing daily endeavors, and after that, decorating my homes. I have spent a ridiculous amount of time just placing down furnishings. It is calming, soothing, and somehow a creative outlet, right? You see your own work turn into something beautiful. So I enjoy that. As we logged in, I noted that there is a new home in the crown store. Are you interested? Probably not. So, new home. We're going to take a look at that just as soon as I get bored with trying to find jewel seams. I don't think that's going to take very long. Oh, we got spotted. Runestone, log, and ancestor silk. I wonder if jewel seams are like rarer than other resource nodes. For it seems they are a little bit just more challenging to find. Wow, absolutely nothing interesting. Well, there was the palladium, but nothing like seriously really, really good. As usual, we are drinking coffee. Joy. Having a survey thing might actually help with this. Sure, seem finding endeavor, but I don't have one. Should probably maybe in the future save those for a rainy day, such as this one. It's actually sunny outside. And also very, very cold. It's like almost dangerously cold in Finland. Temperatures during the nights were around where I live dropped to... Wait for it. Minus 25 Celsius. Displeased. I actually genuinely kinda sorta like winter and autumn as my favorite season, but these kinds of temperatures are too much for basically input. We haven't managed anything. Oh well. At least we found a stinkor. Should we change locations and maybe go to someplace where I know we can find enemies a little bit more dangerous? Let's. My shrine that way. Our resource nodes, by the way, have a slight chance to drop furnishings. Some of them are not good at all, but sometimes locks drop you paintings, and well, that's probably why I like to harvest as many wood nodes as I possibly can. Let's go to Rothgar. I want to say here-ish. You can find ogres and trolls around here, and those things are regarded as dangerous enemies if memory serves. A platinum scene! Wow. We only need 4 more. Yeah. Are bears regarded as dangerous enemies? No, they aren't. Oh, another one. And a friendly elk. That's a mushroom. Yes, most definitely. Oh wow, let me see. I'm quite happy we got up to spots. Alright. No. We also find a chest. Group of Trinimex's valor. I actually kind of sort of like Trinimex's set, but currently none of my characters builds like work with Trinimex's. Let's check, by the way, just in case. Giants do count as dangerous enemies. More mushrooms. And a log. And also an ogre. So ogres are not dangerous enemies. I honestly thought differently. Is it the same deal with ogre sharpness? Let's try. It would appear so. Yeah. If you move in the middle of your harvest animation, then you fail to harvest the resource node. It's a little bit inconvenient, but a matter of getting used to it rather than a thing that should be consumed. Right. So, ooh, just hello there. I wonder where we could find another giant or something in the same scale. Let's go this way. Okay. We go this way. So during my adventure in PvP world, I actually learned why Streak is such a good PvP ability, and I'm trying to learn how to take full advantage of it. Add-on that shows time and date is, I think it's called Tamriel Time. I can check that real quick. Let's just park somewhere a little bit safer. Add-ons, it's clock, I think. It used to be Tamriel Time, but now it's just clock. Yep. It's really very practical to see what time it is in the real world without having to look at my phone or switch screens, and also sometimes when you're adventuring in the lands of Tamriel, it's useful to know what time it is. Let's see. Does this look like an area that could have jewel seams? Well, at least we find a log. Logs are plentiful today. I wonder, should we return to where we came from, to the Wishran, and see if the jewel seams there have respawned? At least we can find another China. Let's try that. I think we went this way-ish. And route. In Oblivion, these are referred to as noisy weeds. Very fitting as they do seem. I'm like so bored with harvesting resources now. Also, where was that giant? That's a mushroom. Cornflower. Elk. Haha. Giant. Daily endeavor completed. Kill 2 dangerous bugs. I think I'm going to abandon the harvesting of jewel seams because honestly boring. So a new house. Druid Spring Conservatory. And also other things. There are a lot of houses actually for sale currently. Oh, and the expensive tree is back. Oh, and you can also currently get the Mad God's Garden music box. This is so pretty, so good. Yes, the house. Let's preview this, because I don't think I've seen this before. And housing is fun. Season garden and the beauty of a Breton villa. This is a notable house. Unfurnished, it goes for 8,000 crowns, and without of furnishings, you need to pay more. The unfurnished version also has a lot of furnishings, by the way. Well, that can't be right. Let's preview the No, there isn't a furnished version. So is this like it? You get like greenhouses or gazebo thingies. These to me look like greenhouses. And a garden-like thing. Hedge charm. Huh, curious. Well, this is pretty, but not really my style. So this is located in High Isle. Nice. Was there something else? A furnishing pack, druidic gatherings. Let's preview this as well. Wow. Sometimes they give us... Oh, hey, this is cool. New furnishing packs that have like items that haven't really been seen before all that much. This, I think, is a newer pack and kind of sort of good, but not today. Let's also preview this one, Water Dancer Narrate. Furnishing pack. Everlasting Splashes. How cute. Very watery. I actually have purchased this one. The Mad Alchemist Furnishing Pack. I could not resist these fun alchemical thingies. Very vampiric and wow, cool. And also it came complete with a Blood Knight target dummy. So I thought we might place a couple of these furnishings today. And where do we put those? I was thinking that we might put those here in Sword Singer's Redoubt. Because this house is one of the larger homes, and it also has a little bit of a unique floor plan. And since the Mad Alchemist furnishings are quite large, I thought that we might find enough space here to build an underground laboratory of sorts. We're not going to finish that today, but we will make plans for it. This was a free home. I can't remember where it came from. I will leave a more info on that in the description down below after the stream. And I haven't done anything to this house. It's somehow difficult for me. But now I do have like a little bit of a plan. But first I need more coffee, so I'm going to just park you here for a moment. I will be right back. Clumsily. I'm returning. I have returned. I heard a strange sound in the kitchen. I don't know what it was. Scary. Okay. So our daily endeavors encouraged us to place 2 sweet furnishings. Let's do that first. So in Sotzinga's Redoubt, you get like 2 layers. First an overground area and then an underground area. Down there, somewhere. And as you venture into the tunnel here, you find 2 small rooms. This is actually a really pretty place, but also a huge challenge to decorate. We have a pink here. I hadn't noted before that there's animals. I like animals. And in this room I have placed a fireplace. And here we find another small room. So that room I think can be like a seating study area, right? And this one can be a bedroom. So let's place a bed here. That's good enough. I can just move that later. Wow, mirrors are expensive. Okay, daily endeavor completed. Let's head on down to the underground level now. We find all sorts of caves here. This is honestly enough to get me all turned around and confused. So what should be what would be a good area to start? I really like these rock formations. Kinda sorta wish we could separate a few of these and use them to decorate another home. This place comes, by the way, complete with a bucket lift. I thought this was a really nice touch. This is my thinking phase. Perhaps the platforms over there would be good for housing a couple of those incubator type things. Because to me these look like they're filled with some sort of a liquid. And therefore they might want to be placed close to water or even in water. Is this a little bit too deep? Does this go a little bit too far? Perhaps this might be a better location. Like if one uses like logic, which I don't really have, one might think that this thing like sucks water and then it goes into this pipe, which then is led like through rock formations and then spread around this compound thingy, right? Let's place the other one over there and see how it looks. I know it looks like it's floating a little bit, but who's going to notice? No one, I guess. And we can also find a way to lengthen these pipes a little bit if we feel like it at some point. A little bit uncertain though. Let's place something here to kind of sort of like tie in those things. Perhaps this could be a storage area for a creature, or a cocoon for a creature who has not yet arrived, right? I'll leave that there for now and also pick up this because I decided I don't like it. This is where we first started from, yes. Perhaps that can live there. Ish. Hopping in build mode is a little bit of a challenge because you will end up picking up stuff that you didn't mean to move. Actually, kind of like that there. What should live here? I don't think that's high enough for a bristleback. And also, should we build like a real lab or just place these randomly? That is a question. Well, I will think about that another day. Perhaps we could build like control panel thingies here. Well, every day is a great day as long as you get to play ESO. That doesn't fit there. Aligning things in build mode is always an adventure. You never know how they're going to react. Yes, control panels. There's these things, which I think might go well with the whole Mad Alchemist theme. Also, I like the noises these things make. So perhaps we will build something like that. And also these switches also. Yes, I do believe that clockwork, like workshop items, might go well with these. should we travel to a crafting area and see if we can make some of those? Let's. And when I say travel to a crafting area, I mean let's head on over to my bare winds. I have placed most crafting stations here so that I don't need to necessarily go searching for crafting areas in real life, in real game, while I'm decorating. This is convenient for me. Oh, if you want a preview of the Mad God's Garden music box. There it is. It's amazing. This is an exact copy of the ticking thing that we see in Oblivion right before we enter the islands. This is such a cool furnishing element. Also, the sound is cute. What were we doing? Yes, furnishings. For those, we need to go downstairs. I was also contemplating on turning this area into a lab, but I kinda sorta like my little torture nook here. Might change my mind later, but for now I will leave this as it is. I would suppose that clockwork thingies are made with the blacksmithing station. Courtyard, dining, gallery. Library, parlor, lighting, structures. And a craft workshop. Elsie is not my main crafting character, but she does have a few recipes and such. Well, she doesn't know everything that we want. Should I switch to Rainy and see if she knows something better? Let's. Decorating homes is very chaotic. I've left Rainy in this abyss lot. I wonder what. I haven't managed to do anything else to this place. We left off here yesterday, I think. Let's return to the Fairwinds. The recall of Outer Darkness has been my absolute favorite, but the impresario, it seems, has or will have a new vampire-themed recall in the not so distant future. Excited. Courtyard, dining, gallery, library, parlor, lighting, structures, undercroft, and workshop. Ooh, barrel. I was certain that one of my characters knows some sort of a switch thing. Maybe it was alchemy or enchanting then. Let's see. Aha. Let's make one of these and see how it looks. Let's also check if there's anything in the alchemy station that we might want to use. These trees are so pretty, but we don't need them right now. Okay, back to Swordsinger's Redoubt. I personally feel that the furnishing vault is the best thing that ever happened to decorating or housing. It's so convenient to stash all of your extra furnishings in the vault, and that will allow all of your characters to use them in any of your homes. The Furnishing Vault is free for ESO Plus members, so if you haven't picked up yours in the Crown Store, do that immediately. I would want these like shoved into the walls here, not that deep, but kinda sort of like this. Yeah, that makes sense. And then this thing could be like controlled through like this panel. A bit boring, let's add a lighting feature. I like to use common candles and just shove them inside furnishings to make them glow. This is an ambient light trick I learned when I'm getting into housing in Fallout 4. Really makes furnishings pop, don't you think? I'm not entirely certain this place is, after all, perfect for my mad alchemist idea. I think I might have to think again. But that is the fun part about decorating. There are absolutely no rules and no one will tell you that you have decorated incorrectly. I'm going to reconsider this idea, perhaps move locations or do something entirely different with this place. Where should I take you to end today's adventure? I feel like I have shown you like most of my homes. I haven't taken you to Callison Road. Let's go there. I haven't done anything to the outside area, the garden, but the interior is coming along nicely, I think. This is where my plague bringer lives. In my mind, she likes to cook up all sorts of poisons. I have done the basic gallery type of approach up here. I feel that everyone is doing the same thing with these little arched nooks, and that's amusing in the fun way. Have all sorts of paintings here, and then downstairs. I've used a lot of book wall features that are inspired by Apocrypha. And I've also used the pipes to decorate and illuminate my book walls here. I thought that this looked kinda nice, and so I have stuck with the book theme here. Here I did a reading nook with Talvani furnishings. These floating books are illuminated with the candle trick I just showed you. Like so. This painting was a perfect fit here. And then downstairs I've just done a basic let's sit by the fire thing. And the mushroom structures here, I used spell scar shards to give them a blue glow. I have made a little sleeping area here. I used Talvani furnishings here and paired them with dark elf and Hlao cabinetry. I wanted this to look like the mushrooms are kind of slowly like eating away at the furnishings. Everything's a little bit sunk in. And then here I made a small laboratory. We have a study area here. And here we have a tiny little lab. And I've also gathered all sorts of books here. This one is actually interactable. That's so cool. I will, once I have finished this place, do a proper tour, but perhaps this serves as a little bit of a preview. And now, as I have quite a few things I need to do today, I do believe the time has come to say goodbye. For now, I will return next Thursday at 2 p.m. to continue with the Fighters Guild questline. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Ciao.